So one of the hardest things to actually unlock in Roblox Blox Fruits is Godhuman. This fighting style requires a lot of grinding and a lot of resources and currency and fragments. It is probably one of the hardest things to actually obtain in this game and one of the most time-consuming things to obtain, especially if you don't have 2x mastery or the ability to respawn bosses. But in this video, we're going to see if it's actually worth it to get to Godhuman, and we're going to see if Superhuman is enough and if you actually have to keep grinding and if you should get Godhuman. So I'm going to go ahead and answer your questions if you're still grinding and you're trying to get Godhuman, but you're only up to Superhuman or maybe even below that. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and just do some base comparisons. All right, so as you can see here, Godhuman, we have to get up to 350 mastery to unlock the 3 moves that it has. And then Superhuman, you have to get to 330 mastery to get all of the things that it has. That doesn't really matter too much because the main thing for both of these is it's different from fruits, and it's going to be a little bit different from fruit comparison since these you can't buy with Robux and they actually do require a lot of grinding. So honestly, the mastery for these don't really matter that much because you pretty much have to grind for hours and hours anyways. In Superhuman, you just have to get the V1 fighting styles to 300 mastery, and Superhuman only costs 3 million currency, so it's actually not that expensive. Godhuman, on the other hand, you have to get all of the V2 fighting styles, which requires all the V1 fighting styles at 300 mastery, but then you have to go back and get the V1 fighting styles to level 400 mastery, and then you have to get the V2 fighting styles to 400 mastery, and you also have to get Superhuman to 400 mastery. So you have a lot to grind for to get Godhuman, and it costs about 5 million currency, which still isn't too bad. However, you also need to have 5,000 fragments, so if you don't have fragments, you have to do some raids, and then you also need 20 fishtails, 20 magma ore, 10 dragon scales, and 10 mystic droplets. So there is quite a bit to get Godhuman. But let's go ahead and just do some basic fighting and just kind of see what damage we could deal with these fighting styles, and we're going to be doing this without combos. However, real quick before we do get into fighting and doing some damage and actually comparing the damage of both of these, I will say Superhuman and Godhuman both have some good sets of combos. However, the Superhuman combos seem a little bit more challenging to learn. Godhuman, there's more combos you could try, so you have more variety in what combos you want to test out, and I say that Godhuman actually mixes a lot better with fruits. Superhuman, it seems to need more items to go with it. But let's go ahead and just test out Superhuman and do some damage here. So first off, without hotkey on, I do about 1900 damage with the mouse one click. With hotkey on, that's 2200 damage. And I also need to note that my stats for melee is maxed out and my hotkey is also maxed out. Now let's go ahead and test the abilities out. So for without hotkey, the Z ability does about 3,700 damage. Okay, so that's actually pretty good. That's some pretty good stuff. 3,700 damage is not bad at all, especially if you're going to combo with that. Let's try it with hotkey enabled. Okay, 3,900 damage. You get about 200 extra damage with hotkey enabled. All right, let's go ahead and try Thunderclap without hotkey now. 3,200 damage, boys. All right, that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and finish this guy off. All right, now let's try Thunderclap with hotkey enabled. 3,700 damage, so 500 more damage. And then our final ability here to test out is Conqueror Gun. So without hotkey, 3,400 damage. With hotkey, we have to wait for this to cool down. It's going to take like an hour, bro. Look at how long that cooldown is. Okay, so that seems to be a disadvantage, but we'll see if Godhuman's cooldown for the C ability is.
A few moments later.
All right, so with hotkey, 4,000 damage. Okay, so hotkey already makes this fruit a lot better. So far, Superhuman does not seem that bad damage-wise. Let's go ahead and just try to fight Ligma in here real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and just respawn him. All right, so I can start punching this dude up. So you actually can stack up damage pretty easy and pretty quick with Superhuman. It seems pretty simple, pretty easy to use, honestly, and you can stack up damage by just spamming mouse 1. However, in a fight, it's gonna be a little bit harder when you're actually doing PvP because someone's not just gonna stand in front of you like that. You're gonna have to do some moves and jump around a little bit more. NPCs are obviously gonna be a lot easier to fight. But yeah, with hotkey, I'm actually stacking up damage pretty easy, and I'm doing some pretty big hits on Ligma overall. So some easy damage stacking right there, and pretty simple to use. And again, you can do a lot of combos with Superhuman, but they are a little bit more hard to do and to master compared to the Godhuman combos. All right, but let's go ahead and test Godhuman out now and see what kind of damage we could deal with Godhuman. Let's go ahead and do some damage testing here. So without hotkey, a Godhuman punch does 1,900 damage. Okay, with hotkey, 2,300 damage, which is already a little bit more than Superhuman. Let's go ahead and test the abilities out. So without hotkey, we got Soaring Beast, the Z ability. We nail 3,900 damage, which is already better than Superhuman from what I can remember. And if I use that with hotkey, let's see how much we could do. Okay, 4,600 damage. Obvious increase already damage-wise with this. All right, so now let's try Heaven and Earth with and without hockey. So we're gonna do it without first. This is pretty much the same as Superhuman. However, you have a wider range and you pretty much have your enemies get stuck. And that did 4,500 damage, which is already a crazy increase of damage there. Let's try it with hockey. Okay, 9,500 damage. I don't know. Actually, I think that's because I hit this guy. But that was a huge range, bro. Like, if I did that with the Superhuman, I wouldn't have been able to hit both of them like that. So that's pretty crazy. All right, so let's go to the next thing. So without hockey, we have the 6th realm gun. So I could charge this up. Release. Boom. 4,100 damage. And this dude is just gone, bro. Like, I don't even know where this man just went. Oh, there you are. You came back. All right. Let's try it with hockey enabled now. 4,900 damage. Okay, wow. So Godhuman already wins in terms of damage, bro. So let's go ahead and total up what we have so far. So first off, I would give a point to Superhuman for being a lot easier to obtain. But Godhuman takes the cake for easy to learn combos and more combo variety and damage. Let's go ahead and just try Godhuman now on a Ligma again. So for a boss like this, Godhuman is already going to be a lot easier because, I mean, this dude, as you can see, he just aimbots, bro. This really breaks his attacks and makes it a lot easier to fight him. The abilities, I feel, on Godhuman are a lot more fun to use because they're just an amped up version of Superhuman. So that's another thing. I have to give the abilities to Godhuman as well, which would bring it to about 3-1. Godhuman, you can also combo a lot easier with just Godhuman itself without any other items, which is pretty crazy. We're going to go ahead and do a couple of tests up, probably 2 or 3 rounds of this against Rectway. And I'm going to have him use Superhuman because I don't think he has Godhuman because this dude's a noob. And I'm going to go ahead and use Godhuman and we're just going to see. Again, the only thing is that in PvP, it really just depends on your skill because someone with Superhuman who's actually really good at the game could combo you out even if you have Godhuman and pretty much just destroy you like nothing. But we're going to go ahead and just try it and see him using a lesser of a fighting style Superhuman and me using a better fighting style, but me being the noob with the better fighting style and him being more of a pro with the not as good fighting style. And let's see what happens. All right, boys, we're here with Mr. Rectway. So I'm going to be strictly only using Godhuman and he's only going to be using Superhuman and we're going to see what happens. Okay, bro, this dude's already beat me up. He knows what he's doing, man. I just want to get some punch. Oh, shoot. I didn't even put my hockey on yet. Okay. So we're going to do like 3 rounds of 1v1 to just kind of see what happens, man. Again, this is kind of just PvP happens, dude. Like, it's kind of hard to judge this because, again, this dude's way better at PvP than I am. But so far, damage-wise, I mean, he's got some pretty big hits on me. And it's kind of hard to use the X ability because he, like, when he runs around like that, oh my goodness. Oh, he's beating me up, bro. He's beating me up. Okay, we're doing about equal amount of damage. We're both very low. Oh, man. Who just won? I don't even know. I think we both just hit at the same time. All right. I don't know who just won that. That seemed like a tie. We're gonna try the second round and let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to. Okay, hold on. Definitely the X ability has much more range, bro. But this dude is getting his timing just perfect right now. Oh my goodness, man. I need to fight someone more on my level, bro. He's got moves. Oh my goodness, bro. All right, he's definitely gonna win this one. I think the first round was pretty much a tie. This one, I think he's definitely gonna win, bro. Ooh. Oh, no, I missed. Oh, okay, GG. All right, we're going to try one more, bro. So far, I think the first round was pretty much a tie. In that round, he won, so it's like 1-1. This is the tiebreaker. We'll see who wins this one, bro. There we go. I got some combo on him. There we go. Nice. Okay, there we go. My cooldowns, I think, are maybe a little bit faster. Rectway, stop moving so much. It's so hard to hit these. I don't know if we both just hit that at once or what. Okay, there we go. He's almost dead. Bro, he's so good at juking. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yo, he's one hit. No. Beat him up. I just gotta get one punch on this man, please. I can't do it. Oh, I got it. GG. So that was about 3 rounds. Rectway said I can't even land the Z move. Yeah, so the Z move on the Godhuman definitely has more of a range, and you can kind of fly around with it. But in that PvP, again, it mostly just matters on skill. Plus, if he were to try to use some items for comboing, and I try to use some items for comboing, that could have been completely different. However, overall, is Godhuman the way to go? I would say yes, just because it makes you look cool, and also it's a lot easier to use than Superhuman, has more variety in combo attacks, and the damage is much higher. In my honest opinion, I think Godhuman wins, and I think it was worth the grind for it. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Superhuman is just enough, or do you think you should go for Godhuman? What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and let me also know what you want to see next, what fruits you want to see me compare, or what fighting styles or items you want to see me compare. So if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah.